What's up, YTPC? This is DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video, and today I'm going to make an attempt to fix a couple of pipes. Both of these have very loose stems to them. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, well, you can try taking a lighter under said stems, making sure to light up the tenon, or heat up the tenon, not light it up necessarily, don't light your tenons on fire, but heat it up so it'll expand, and when it expands you put it in the mortise, it'll fit in there. And I have used that before to great success with vulcanite, Delrin, and acrylic. However, you guys probably remember this guy. It was the Mr. Brog church warden pipe that I won off of Instagram. Well, this portion, this is not made out of Delrin, or vulcanite, or acrylic. It's made out of wood, and if I had to wager to guess, it's the same kind of wood they make the bowl out of, which, if I remember correctly, is pear wood. Well, here's the problem that I'm running into, and it's actually not as bad now as it was. I don't know if it's because of the temperature change from in my cabin and me not running my heater at full blast in here, but basically, if I take it to about here, more like there, and then I shake it, eventually it'll pop out. There shouldn't be enough room that it actually, I mean, look at how much room there is in the tenon to mortise fit. There shouldn't be that much room to begin with. It should be a pretty tight fit, but you shouldn't be able to just shake it and it falls out. I also have another pipe that I'm going to try this method that I'm going to show you on. And this pipe was actually worse. So some of you may recognize this. This is the Artisan bent apple that I inherited from my stepdad. I found the stem off of this pipe and on the pipe rack that I have it resting in. Why? Well, because when it was sitting like this, the stem fell out. So I contacted Mr. Brog, not about this pipe specifically, for this pipe actually. Didn't want to return it, didn't want to do anything like that. I just wanted to know, because of the unique material that the tenon is made out of, you know, what do I gotta do to fix it? And here's their suggestion. It's a suggestion that I haven't heard of before, and I haven't seen any videos made for it. I've never seen it mentioned in any forums. I've never heard anybody mention it personally. What they suggested was to take an epoxy or a super glue, not necessarily this brand, just generally speaking a super glue, and basically, you know, put a fine layer on the tenon, let it dry out, and that should fix the problem. It's an ingenious idea, actually, if you can let the whole thing dry and, you know, you're not sucking on the vapors of an epoxy. According to the directions, though, I'm trying to see where it says, okay, press the two surfaces together, the two surfaces being the surfaces that you're trying to glue together. Press the two surfaces together for about 10 to 45 seconds. So I'm assuming that's how long it takes to dry. Wait 24 hours for full cure. So, we're not making an attempt to literally glue the tenon to the mortise. We are trying to make the tenon bigger so that it fits in the mortise better. So, I don't know if we can get away with less time, but what I'm going to do, again, this is going to be a part 1, I'm going to try and let it cure for 24 hours. Then I'll make another video getting back to you on the results. Now, it would appear that as of the recording of this video, again, it's probably due to temperature change, but I really only have to do the last half of this one. And this stem will probably need multiple coats, but I picked up this one specifically because it came with a brush. So, without further ado, just pop that open. If this proves to be successful, it should be a valuable method for those of you who, you know, want to fix loose tenons, but you don't necessarily want to, you know, put a lighter to it or heat it up in any way, shape, or form. So that's the nozzle portion. This should be the paintbrush. Okay. So, here we go. This smells really bad. There's probably something on the instructions that say something to the effect of, you know, apply this in a well-ventilated area, and that's probably what I should be doing in hindsight, but I'm just gonna do this for now, and I'll prop this up. Actually, you know what? Prop it up there in my other pipe rack. Now for the other one. This is the stem to my bent apple. Now, my plan for this is to try just one layer. By the way, if anybody has tried this and had success with it or not, and you want to give me some advice or give other people some advice, that would be very helpful. You know, do either a VR or a comment. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this sit again for 24 hours. The amount of time it takes according to the directions for it to cure. And we'll see how it fits. If I need to apply another layer, I will. If I need to shave it down, I'm going to do that with some fine sandpaper. Probably something around the neighborhood of 1,000 to 2,000 grit. Nothing too aggressive. I don't want to, you know, rub off what I've already applied. So, this is damn near a 10-minute video on me literally just taking a paintbrush with epoxy on it to... Sorry about that. The stem that I have drying for this Mr. Brog number 16 Church Warden fell over. And it was in a bad spot anyways. It was in such a way that if the epoxy were to run, it would run down the stem. But anyway, I'm going to give this a try. I'll let you guys know how it works out in part 2. And in part 2, if I have to, I will add another layer to one or one or more stems to see how that works. So with that being said, this has been DSG Pipe Smoker with another pipe smoking video. You guys have a good day.